On January 7, 2018, the world of cryptocurrency witnessed a heist like no other. Michael Turpin, a Bitcoin mogul, was attending a cryptocurrency conference in Las Vegas, unaware that hackers were targeting his accounts. The mastermind behind this daring theft was Ellis Pinsky, a 15-year-old known as Baby Al Capone from the quiet suburbs of Westchester County, New York. This is the story of how a teenager pulled off one of the largest SIM swapping attacks in history. The Pinsky family originally hailed from the Soviet Union, but eventually emigrated to the United States, settling in New York's Upper East Side. When Ellis was 11, the family moved to the suburbs of Irvington, New York. At around 12 or 13 years old, Ellis was playing Call of Duty when he had his first encounter with a hacker. During a heated exchange, another player asked Ellis, "How is Irvington?" The hacker had pulled Ellis's IP address and used it to determine his location. Though the experience was frightening, it also excited Ellis. It sparked a curiosity that would shape his future. At this point, Ellis had built a group of online gaming friends, none of whom he knew in real life. One of these friends, a player called Furno, played a significant role in introducing Ellis to the world of cybercrime. Furno, whose avatar featured a Bitcoin logo, taught Ellis about distributed denial of service attacks and ISP doxing. DDoS attacks involve flooding a router with massive amounts of traffic, causing it to crash and leaving the victim without internet access for extended periods. ISP doxing involves tricking an internet service provider into revealing personal information about a target. Ellis became fascinated with these techniques and wanted to learn more. Furno helped him gain access to underground hacking communities where Ellis encountered kids his age making huge amounts of money. Inspired, Ellis dedicated himself to mastering hacking. Until the age of 14, Ellis focused on small-scale hacks to hone his skills. But he wanted something bigger. Around this time, SIM swapping attacks gained popularity, cryptocurrency prices were skyrocketing, and two-factor authentication was becoming the standard. This combination created the perfect opportunity for Ellis to plan a major heist. SIM swapping involves convincing a phone company to assign a victim's phone number to a new SIM card. Once the hacker has control, they can bypass two-factor authentication and gain access to accounts linked to the victim's phone number, such as bank accounts and cryptocurrency wallets. In 2018, Ellis was approached by a hacker named Harry with a high-profile target, Michael Turpin, a prominent cryptocurrency investor. Ellis began the hack by calling Michael Turpin's phone company and pretending to be him. Astonishingly, the 15-year-old managed to convince the company's employees that he was a multimillionaire investor. Once he gained control of Turpin's phone number, Ellis accessed his email and other accounts. Inside one email account, Ellis found a file labeled Passwords. This file granted him access to multiple cryptocurrency wallets. While some wallets were protected by multi-signature setups, one contained 3 million trig tokens. At the time, each token was worth over $7, giving the wallet a total value of $24 million. Selling the trig tokens presented a challenge. Trig was mainly traded on centralized exchanges that required KYC verification, which Ellis couldn't provide. To get around this, he recruited middlemen on Twitter, paying them $20,000 to $50,000 each to convert the tokens into Bitcoin and transfer it to his wallet. In total, Ellis hired 6 or 7 middlemen, spending up to $350,000 of the stolen money in fees. However, the large-scale sale of trig tokens caused the coin's value to plummet. Additionally, some middlemen, including one known as Erupt, scammed Ellis. Erupt initially gained Ellis's trust by completing a test transaction involving $500,000. However, when Ellis sent him $1 million for a second transaction, Erupt disappeared with the money. Despite the setbacks, Ellis managed to make around 562 Bitcoin, worth $10 million at the time. Initially, he kept a low profile, fearing the FBI might track him down. But as time passed without consequences, he began spending lavishly. Ellis bought a $50,000 custom Patek Philippe watch and spent over $100,000 on luxury vacations. During one trip, Erupt, now revealed to be Nick Truglia, reached out, wanting to reconnect. After persistent messages, Ellis agreed to meet him in New York. The pair went on a wild spending spree, reportedly blowing hundreds of thousands of dollars on parties, alcohol, and other luxuries. Not long after, Truglia was arrested. Investigators linked him to Ellis, finally revealing the young hacker's identity. Michael Turpin's lawyers contacted Ellis's family, demanding restitution. Ellis returned the 562 Bitcoin he had stolen, along with his watch and $100,000 in cash. However, due to Bitcoin's falling value, the recovered funds were worth significantly less than the original $10 million stolen. In 2022, Turpin filed a civil suit against Ellis, and the court ruled in Turpin's favor. Ellis was ordered to pay $22 million in restitution. Unlike Truglia, who reportedly has $53 million in assets, Ellis lacks the funds to repay this debt and faces a lifetime of financial hardship. Ellis Pinsky's story is a cautionary tale about the risks of cybercrime and the vulnerabilities of phone-based two-factor authentication. To protect your accounts, consider using apps like Google Authenticator or desktop generators for two-factor authentication. Avoid linking sensitive accounts to your phone number. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.